People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. And my blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. And today I'm going to give you a demo of the Brazilian knot, but large enough where you can actually see. If you look up Brazilian knot videos on YouTube, you will find that this extension is gorgeous, it's natural looking. You could comb it and brush it and put it in a tight ponytail and treat it just like your natural hair. And as you can tell, it ain't going nowhere. But dig this. There's no sewing, there's no glue, there's no damage to your natural hair, which is why I want to do it. And mostly it's used when attaching human hair extensions. I got some Brazilian jerry curl pattern hair because it closely matched my curl pattern. This is not something you want to do with synthetic hair that only costs $3. Go ahead and do a crochet weave for that. But since I'm using human hair, I looked up most secure crochet knot, and this is what showed up. So in the meantime, I'm going to take this loose. In real life, you're using 3 inches of weaving thread, and when you make your knot, the final part of the knot, you're going to cut it. Well, since this is a 27-inch skating shoestring that I'm not done using in my skates, I'm not cutting it. And let's get this loose so I can show you. The fun part about Brazilian knots, it can last up to 8 months, but to take it loose takes about 15 minutes. My kind of stuff. Okay? Now, pretend this very sheer and stretchy piece of material is some extension hair. Okay? I'm going to actually fold that in half just to make it more manageable. But no, I'm not. Because you want to take a piece of hair, pretend this is a teeny braid about half to a quarter inch, and this is a matching side. But you're going to take it and you're going to sandwich it between your fingers and your thumb. You're going to take 3 inches of weaving thread or Brazilian knotting thread. They do have a special thread. It's actually an elastic type cord with, I'm assuming, cotton in there, but it's a thread with stretch. But anyway, 3 inches of that would be hanging down. So I'm going to put it where you can see some hanging down. I'm going to bounce it over the top of my forehead here, just so when I get my hand in position, I'm ready to go. Now, the first thing you're going to do, bring your hand all the way around here. And since it's not going to be this long, it'll be easier. And you very tightly wrap. You're going to make sure you're a half inch, or quarter inch to a half inch away from your scalp. So that way you can comb and style it like usual without any pulling. And you're going to very tightly wrap it. Some people, while they're wrapping it, especially when they got to reach over, they twist so that way they can get a better grip on it. And you would actually do this for about 20 rounds. Okay? Think African threading technique. It's almost the same thing except for instead of twisting down the length of your hair, you're using it to add the extension and then you stop the threading. You are actually literally just going a certain amount. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to lift this up. And you're holding the one part tight with your thumb while you get the knotted position, so that way it doesn't unravel on you, especially after going through all that winding. I'm thinking this is going to be my Saturday project and wear it to work on Monday. Now, since I'm not actually cutting the thread, I'm going to use a loop right here so that way you can see what the knot would look like. Okay, now after making the knot, which I'm going to do very loosely, then you would take the weaving thread, and some people will do 4 or 5 knots, and then you cut at the very end. So I'm going to put that behind the work so that way you can pretend it's been cut off. But watch this, look at that. That is not going anywhere. And I do not feel it on my scalp. See that? And I mean literally, I am pulling this. Now imagine a row or 3 or 4. Some people do their whole head of these, and they're just like this. If you look real close at the picture, the roots look like there's micro braids at the root of it, but the micro braids only that long, like half an inch, and then the rest is just the hair. So it looks like a pick and drop. It lasts like you wouldn't believe, and that's the dory. Now, to take it out, now pretend like this was not. You would take the weaving hair, which you can reuse using this method, and your hair, and make sure you separate from the knot, and you would clip the knot. So, after clipping the knot, then you